It is a normal day for this family to have a fun, but then suddenly, Adrian gets dizzy and unexpectedly collapses. Adrian's father got frozen since he remembered something.
Sorry, I just remember something.
At the hospital,
Do you remember what I told you before? Kaya ako natatakot magkaanak since this family have that kind of sickness has been passed from my great-grandfather. Swerte ako dahil hindi ako napasahan. Kaya natatakot akong baka saan ako mapunta.
Think positive lang. Alam ko makakayanan to ni Adrian. Maliit na bagay para sa kanya to. Are you the family of Mr. Adrian? The patient has been experiencing some persistent headaches and we recommend to do an MRI scan to get a better understanding of what might be causing them.
Masakit ba yun ko?
It's a safe and painless procedure. Don't worry, Miss Friend is not the area. Let's now go to the MRI and discuss the next steps and results once we have it.
How's my son, Doc?
I want you to report at night that based on your son's MRI, we're Saturday discharged. He has a brain tumor. It appears to be the cause of his seizures.
Cancer?
I'm afraid so. But let me assure you, we're not without hope. There are various treatments available including surgery, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy. We'll discuss and decide on what's the best course of action for your son.
Pag-uusapan muna namin ng asawa. Bigyan niyo muna kami ng oras. Masyado malaki ang gagastusin sa pagpapagamot ni Adrian. Kaya kung yun ang mas makakabuti sa kanya, mas mabuti magtiis na lang tayo.
So anong plano?
Buksan na natin yung alkansya.
Ba't inipan natin yung papatayo ng negosyo, di ba?
Pero kailangan natin unahin si Adrian. Anong magagawa natin kung kailangan natin gumastos? Doc, napag-isipan na po namin ipagamot si Adrian.
Okay.
First off, let's discuss the background of isotopes. An isotope is a variation of an element that possesses the same atomic number but a different mass number. Each of two or more forms of the same element that contains identical numbers of protons but different numbers of neutrons in their nuclei, and hence differ in relative atomic mass but not in chemical properties, in specific, a reactive form of an element. The number of protons in a nucleus determines the element's atomic number on the periodic table. For example, carbon has 6 protons and atomic number 6.
and now we will go to assessment questions. Our group had been given 3 assessment questions, and the first one is describe a real life scenario where isotopes are used for dating artifacts. We found out that since living things constantly replacing their atoms while they live, but stops when they die, the ratio of carbon-14 will be identical as natural ratio as long as they live, but will start dropping when they die due to radioactive decay. This is the basis for radiocarbon dating. Isotopic dating is a method used by scientists to determine the age of rocks, fossils, and other materials based on the relative concentrations of certain isotopes. In the same way as nearly 70 years, archaeologists have been measuring carbon-14 levels to date sites and artifacts. Nothing good can last. In the case of carbon-14, a radioactive isotope found in Earth's atmosphere, and that's a significant use for archaeologists. However, carbon-14 decays in predictable ways. Without doubt, there's always have been people who were interested in the material remains of the past. But archaeology as a discipline has its earliest origin in 15th and 16th century Europe, when the Renaissance humanists looked back upon the glories of Greece and Rome.
And let's go now to the second question. How do isotopes help in studying chemical reactions? Isotopes are valuable in studying chemical reactions as they provide information about reaction pathways, rates, mechanisms, and isotope effects. They act as tracers, enabling scientists to track the movement of atoms during reactions and understand how reactants transform into products. Isotopic labeling allows for the tracking of isotopes through reactions, metabolic pathways, or cells, revealing details about reaction products and mechanisms of the reaction or biochemical pathway. Lastly, let us discuss the role of isotopes in environmental studies. The environmental isotopes are a subset of isotopes, both stable and radioactive, which are the object of isotope geochemistry. They are primarily used as tracers to see how things move around within the ocean atmosphere system, within terrestrial biomes, within the Earth's surface, and between these broad domains.